Okay, Monday, 14th of February 2011, Valentine's Day, and as a consequence of the weather forecast this weekend, I'm back on a Monday walk today and doing one that some of the Saturday Walkers Club did on Saturday, I believe, around about 11 miles Goring circular. So that's book 3 or Freewalk 17. I'm very conscious of being observed by CCTV now as a result of last weekend, and this station is manned. It's about 20 past 11 now. Should be done by about 5, I guess, at the latest. It's a cracking day. Alright, there's a train coming. So weather forecast was correct. Glad I never came yesterday. Absolutely terrible day. Anyway, fingers crossed for some nice views today. Press on. About 10 minutes in, and this is the view from Goring and Streatley Road Bridge. Very nice. Even more interesting this side. Right, now on the Streatley side of things, and I'm in Berkshire, having just left Oxfordshire, a couple of 100 metres that way. There's confirmation, and just behind me, Parish Church of St Mary, Streatley. And from a slightly different angle, with the hills as a backdrop in the distance there. Looking back towards Goring from a point just past the house named Whitcote, which is there in the very right of my picture. Now walking along the Ridgeway, albeit a road at the present. Just at the juncture of the walk now, where you can either go over Streatley Warren during winter, which is what I'm proposing to do and why I've done this walk today, because by all accounts after March the 1st you can't do it. So you can either turn off left there or continue along this country lane straight on, which is, as I say, what I'm going to do. See what we see up at Streatley Warren, which I don't think the guys that walked on Saturday did. I think they turned off left here from what I can read. A good example of the catkins being out this time of year, as they have been for about 2 weeks now. I think I've been seeing them. Pretty level and easy walking thus far. This road walk goes on for a little while though. Not to worry, at least it's not muddy. The red encased post box, which is a GR, so been there a few years, and the Ridgeway sign, which I recall now from years gone by when I walked the Ridgeway, about 95 that was. Some information here on distances. 44 mile to Ivanhoe Beacon, 1.9 to Streatley, 41 to Overton Hill, which is where I was not the other week, in Pewsey Vale I believe. Information board here showing the whole route. Well, in fact it doesn't show the whole route, it shows a section of it between the Devil's Punch Hole near Wantage and Woodland Hill. Pretty tasty scenery here, and the weather's absolutely delightful. Nice cool breeze, temperature's just right, apparently about 10 degrees. Perfect walking. Classic Ridgeway. This is my onward westerly journey. Looking back from a point at almost 4B mentioned in the text, what a delightful view that is. Lovely and peaceful up here today as well. Okay, so we're now at the 3-arm footpost sign mentioned in the text of 4B. We're going to come off the Ridgeway now and aim for Streatley Warren, which is just through that wooden dilapidated gate over there. Reverse view, looking at the car wide track coming in from the right, and whence I've just walked. Well, I've got a small problem here. Today's only February the 14th, but this dilapidated gateway looks like it's permanently barbed wired up. So that's not good, because that's the route I was planning to take. Can't see any other gate along this stretch either. Having just come up that lane, the Ridgeway there, and not being able to get through that dilapidated gate as mentioned in the text, I'm going to try this byway, which heads pretty much in the same direction. So fingers crossed this works. Well, this is interesting because this gate, which is the one you would have been aiming for from the other side of the field, this notice here confirms there that there's no public access to land shown in yellow from the 1st of March to the 31st of October, which is not now. So I'm not sure what's going on over there. As you can see, far side of the field, there's the dilapidated gate over there. Clearly covered in barbed wire. What a cracking view down the valley. That bull there could be one of the reasons why you can't get across there. We want to take him on. Presumably would be the double metal field gate that you would come out of, and as you can see, symbol there indicating access land. All very bizarre. Another delightful view. Bower Farm now clearly on the right. So there's a farm in the distance. Streatley Warren over there on the left. And I've continued up this byway, which, as I suspect, has brought me out next to this beat road where I turn left, follow it down to the Bell Inn ultimately. So having continued down this lane, I'm now on the outskirts of the village, and it would appear that I would have come out somewhere near this point anyway had I gone across by the farm. So all's well ends well. It's 1:15 now, almost time for lunch if I can find an appropriate church, as the Bell is closed on Mondays, in case there are. Signs of times gone by here. Former primitive Methodist chapel, built in 1861. And just down the lane, the former baker and grocer. Little geese in the background. And there we are, pleasantly bathing in the sun, is the infamous Bell Inn. Which is clearly signposted, closed Mondays. No problem though, because very conveniently for me, just opposite, it's a nice bench, which I shall make use of. So, 1:25, lunch is served. Some interesting information there on the pub sign. It says built 1340. Incredible. Then round the edges, it's referring to Macaulay, 1974. And on the other side, Mackay, 1812. Not sure if that's visible on this film, but believe me, there it is. In fact, seeing as the sun's out on these benches here, I shall quietly use these. Well, couldn't resist. Found the village has a church, so as usual, I think I'll have my lunch here. Landlord was hovering around outside the pub, so didn't fancy upsetting him. And a very pleasant church it is as well. And this little peaceful spot to the rear of the church, which is currently undergoing some renovation, will constitute today's lunchtime spot. Kindly donated, or in the memory of, Marion Marshall, 1914 to 2000. Thank you, Marion. As usual around churches, plenty of jackdaws about, and that's today's lunchtime view. Very pleasant. So now 2 o'clock, or just gone, lunch has been had. Here's another angle of the church. Interesting headstone there. Somebody called Hunt. Very basic. Right, let's press on. Temperature's dropping, I feel, as usual after lunch. Snowdrops are out in abundance at the moment. and the yellow flower that I saw with them last week in Huntingdon was not a celandine, but an aconite, which is not a native flower, it's a garden flower. Relatively easy walking along the byway out of Aldworth. Fantastic. Just caught a couple of male pheasants there having a fight, mating ritual. Not sure if they're aware of me yet. I think they are, which is why they've stopped scrapping. Yeah, unfortunately they've got wind of me, literally. Hang on, they're marking out their territory again, look. Fantastic colours. Excuse the wobble. Looks like that's the injured party. It's not flying or running off. Wings hanging down. Must have lost the battle. Maybe not the war though. This ancient ditch that I'm stood in is marked on the map as Grimm's Ditch. Runs either side of the road behind me. Walking through the woodland towards Ashhampstead Green. Just seen a monkjack deer, but before I could get the camera out it had bolted. Interesting, I'm walking on the raised grassy section of this path, and clearly the little deer's done the same. Tell by his little hooves there. Obviously we've both got dodgy hips, I should imagine. Need a soft surface. Interestingly, I'm in kite country, but I haven't seen too many today. Mainly these buzzards. Oh, lost him. Tell by that little shrill call. Anyway, I've just come off the road, headed south to enter the next wood. Still very pleasant. Immediately fork left off the car wide track and up there, and in the distance you can see another marker post anyway, so fairly clear which way we're headed. Ashhampstead Green with another Methodist chapel conversion, this one dated 1840. Not the conversion, but the building. Now a very pleasant February afternoon. Plenty of birdsong around, so you know it's Valentine's. Over there's a kite, just in the distance. Me having said about buzzards earlier. Interesting footpath sign there, marked with a stile. But in fact we're encountering a gate, and beyond it a kissing gate, as mentioned in the text. Lovely scene just on the edge of Ashhampstead Green. Lovely beachland walking through this narrow strip of woodland just before point 8 in the text. It's a little bit slippy and muddy underfoot, but not too bad, bearing in mind the amount of rain that's fallen lately. Interesting, more buzzards. Must be where they predominate. Kites don't settle. Because I've seen mainly buzzards today, as I said earlier. It's getting a bit darker now. Rain's forecast tonight, so fingers crossed it stays tonight and not this afternoon. Just coming up the tarmac lane mentioned in the text, not long after point 8. So emerging from the wood, aiming for that footpath post up there in the distance, just there, and then continuing along the left hand side of that wood. Looking back down the valley from halfway towards Bowler's Wood. Footpath sign handily placed over there. Some jays screaming in the background. Sounds like it's all going on over there in Bowler's Wood ahead of me. No horse blocking barrier now here on the edge of Bowler's Wood, and plenty of evidence of horses going through as well, which always churns up the soil and makes it worse for us walkers. Lovely peaceful walking in here in Bowler's Wood, which is predominantly coniferous, but since that horse blocking fence has been taken down, and I noticed it was dumped in the hedgerow nearby, you can see the damage the horses are causing in here. I wonder if West Berkshire Council are aware of this. Probably not, and unlikely to do anything about it now with the austerity cuts. Right, having just left Bowler's Wood, come along the lane marked South Ridge, and I'm now in the wood just after that. And luckily I am as well, because there's a hailstorm going on outside me. Like a jungle in here. Some great mosses in there, look at that. Delightful ancient woodland rotting down. Anyway, now at the 3-arm footpath sign in the wood. Well done, West Berks Council. It's amazing, there's pheasants everywhere today. It's as though they know that the glorious 12th has arrived. Although I don't mean in the sense of them getting shot, but I believe the 12th of Feb is the start of their sort of nesting season, and they can't be shot. And they seem to know that. Incredible. Loads of them everywhere. Just walking past Bennett's Wood at the moment. Survived the hailstorm, and it's now dry again. The public footpath sign at point 10 in the text. Very pleasant properties down here. Just having come out of the wood mentioned in point 10 of the text. Overlooking the village of Stitchens Green, probably about 200 metres up here. Certainly some incline I've just come up. Just about to go over a stile and enter the woodland, as mentioned in the top paragraph of the last section of the walk. This land in front of me on top of the well, the climb actually, is known as the Hollies, H-O-L-I-E-S. It's National Trust land and is an SSI. Next to this kissing gate, which I'm unable to get through with a rucksack on my back, one of those stupid ones that isn't wide enough. Anyway, I do believe in a moment that we're probably in for a cracking view of both the Thames, Streatley and Goring. Fingers crossed. Can just see something there through the trees. How's about that for a view? Fantastic. Even got a train going by there, freight train. Like a little model railway. That is a great view. There's the bridge I went over earlier. What a fantastic vista. River Thames, Streatley, Goring, brilliant. There's some nice benches here for picnics, for future reference, or a cup of tea if you prefer to have your tea here as opposed to in one of the cafes down below. Prior to these steps, which I'm just about to descend, it was pretty slippy, but I never went over on that section. So in the wet, which it is today, be careful. YHA at Streatley. So here we are back at Goring. It's now 5 o'clock. Heavens have just opened, so that was good timing. A lovely walk that was. Mixture of downs, woodland, and towards the end even heathland, with a cracking view of Goring and Streatley from up on high. A bit muddy underfoot in places, but nothing to complain about. That was a delightful walk. Taken me a bit longer than I thought it would do. It's taken about 5.5 hours to walk, so I question whether it's 11 miles as per the text. Possibly a bit longer, I don't know, because I only stopped for about 20 minutes for lunch. Good, another one completed.